He's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play. Winston to Evans, 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The first down throw for Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now Ryan. He finds an opening past the 40. The left side completion to Jones. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. A handoff. Lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Now he'll escape to his left. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And I think the ball's out.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. On 3rd down, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now Ryan. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Some nice chunky yardage picked up there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. look to run with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose this third down. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now a play fake here on first down. He lost 6 there on the first down play. On second down, it's Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And now running right through it. They showed off a nice juke of defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Gun!
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Ryan on first down. Caught by Sanu. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, Ryan. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just so they're looking for here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Buying time to his left. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Ready? Black for the
Jameis now on 1st down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Hey, wait. Ready. Hey, got it.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Gerald McCoy breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, it's wrapped.
Here's Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, got it. Wait.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So we're at, you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
Never wanting to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, stop. Let's go. Watch the ball, man.
play fake. Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell McClain in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Good move at the 30.
Missed.
This will not go down. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ready? Black, 22. 550, 550. Green, triple C.
Following the interception, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Green, triple C. Ready? Blue ready.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready? White 25. Sunny. Hey, sub. Let's go. White 25, got.
Winston from the gun on third down. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Hey, gun. Ready? Blue ready. Ready to go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Ready to go. Blue ready. 12. Gun. Let go.
Now Ryan on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A double underneath to Jones. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first down throw for Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be passes completed because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second downs. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Winston. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Play action now, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
To throw is Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Ready? You ready? 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Cut. Get out!
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Get up!
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Gun. Ready? Like 25. Go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready? 20. 22. 58, Mike. To go!
On third down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
54, south. Space. Let's get off the field. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
12. Hey, Tuesday.
Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's convert.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
Let's go now. Ready. Blue waiting.
Jameis now on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bucks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready. Black 22. Green, triple C.
Again, it's Winston. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready. Blue waiting. 150. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
First down, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Coming left, it's Freeman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 2nd down, Ryan keeps himself upright, and he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it, and then getting real close to the 1st down.
Yeah, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3.
And Winston lost the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. The 20. It's caught. Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 55 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Ready. Blue ready.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had two previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. Either anticipate.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. It's Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. The 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 79 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wait.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Sunday. Ready. Blue ready.
2nd down, Winston. Looking downfield for Dez. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. With it is Jackson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Let's go now. Ready. Blue lady.
On play action, Winston eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Winston now from the 50. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Let's go now.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Ready. Black, what is that? Sonic. Check 45.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.